The French used to look down on air conditioning. They called it an environmental monster invented by Americans. But that arrogance cost them over 1,000 lives in just a few weeks of intense heat waves. When survival is pushed to the limit, civilization vanishes. Parisians are now willing to start street fights and smash through supermarkets just for a breath of cool air. Right at this moment, 200,000 cooling units are suddenly dumped onto the market at dirt-cheap prices. What mystery lies behind France's decision? The answer will absolutely shock you. Welcome to Simple Why. To understand how a basic home appliance turned peaceful suburban streets into a battleground, we have to look inside the offices of the German discount giant Lidl in July 2026. France has always been an incredibly tough market for air conditioning, with strict local regulations and a heavy cultural preference for open windows over heavy mechanics. So when Lidl plastered advertisements across the country offering fully functional portable air conditioners for a jaw-dropping €179, it looked like an act of pure corporate charity. A standard cooling unit in France usually forces you to fork over more than €1,200. Shaving over €1,000 off that price tag felt like a golden ticket. People quit their sleep, packed the sidewalks before dawn, and waited to claim their prize. But wait, if the company manufactured and shipped 200,000 units to save the public from the scorching heat, why did the police have to break up fights over empty shelves? The truth is, those 200,000 units across the entire country were nothing but a highly calculated illusion. When a desperate crowd of over 400 exhausted people finally burst through the doors of a Lidl branch in the 14th arrondissement of Paris, they discovered a brutal reality. The actual number of €179 air conditioners sitting on the floor was exactly 2. Not 200, just 2. This is a classic, ruthless corporate tactic known as a loss leader strategy. In the world of retail economics, this mechanism operates exactly like a piece of free cheese sitting on a heavy steel mousetrap. The mouse only focuses on the rich, fragrant cheese. It does not see the trap itself. The supermarket willingly takes a massive financial loss on those 2 solitary air conditioners because they do not care about selling appliances. What they actually want to capture is your physical presence inside their store. Once you have spent 4 agonizing hours standing in the cold morning air, your brain registers a heavy psychological phenomenon called the sunk cost fallacy. You are angry, you are disappointed, and your hands are empty. But since you are already inside the supermarket, you do not leave. You walk down the aisles and fill your cart with premium groceries, expensive meats, and high-margin goods just to justify your wasted time. The corporation easily recovers its lost money, using your fear of missing out as a tool to drain your wallet. The French frenzy to grab an air conditioner stems from a core survival instinct: escaping the heat. But there's an ironic truth hidden within this device. It doesn't create coolness. In fact, it's a ruthless, heat-absorbing machine. We naturally view this humming metal box as a freezing engine, a machine that magically manufactures crisp, icy air out of nothing to rescue us from a scorching afternoon. When environmentalists warn that air conditioning is heating up our planet, your brain immediately blames the massive power plants burning fossil fuels miles away, or perhaps the invisible greenhouse gases leaking from old coils. It makes complete sense. We assume the machine causes warming indirectly through its carbon footprint. But what if I told you that the air conditioner itself is a direct, violent heating machine? To discover why, we have to strip away the plastic vents and look at the unbreakable laws of physics. According to the second law of thermodynamics, cold is not a physical thing you can create. Cold is simply the absolute absence of heat. You cannot manufacture cold any more than you can manufacture silence. You can only remove the noise. Therefore, an air conditioner is not a refrigerator creating ice. It is a heavy-duty courier, a thermal janitor. It uses a chemical refrigerant to soak up the thermal energy inside your living room, pumps it through a copper line, and violently dumps it outside through the buzzing compressor bolted to your exterior wall. Your room loses its heat, but that heat does not magically vanish from the universe. It is trapped in the narrow street below. But here is where the mechanical reality turns truly sinister. If the machine simply moved heat from inside to outside, the global temperature balance would remain completely zero. As the electric motor strains under the summer sun, it generates a massive wave of extra internal heat. Internal friction and heavy mechanical resistance take their toll. This means to lower your indoor temperature by exactly 1 Joule, the machine must vent a combination of your indoor heat and its own mechanical friction. It ends up blasting between 1.5 degrees Celsius to 2 degrees Celsius of pure thermal energy directly into the urban atmosphere. When millions of families in major megacities like Paris, Tokyo, or New York all perform this trade-off at the exact same time, the collective result is terrifying. Scientists tracking urban microclimates discovered that during hot summer nights, the concentrated exhaust from millions of air conditioning units spikes the actual outdoor air temperature by an astonishing plus 1.1 degrees Celsius to plus 2 degrees Celsius. The street literally becomes a giant brick oven. The funny thing is, this modern machine was never designed to save human lives or combat climate changes. In 1902, a young American engineer named Willis Carrier built the very first prototype in Brooklyn, New York. He was not trying to cool down sweaty citizens. He was hired by a frustrated local printing plant because the heavy summer humidity was causing high-quality printing paper to warp, stretch, and ruin the ink alignment. Carrier designed a system to alter the air moisture purely to keep paper flat. By the year 2050, projections suggest that more than 4 billion air conditioning units will blanket the surface of our planet. This creates a vicious, inescapable loop. The hotter the outdoor air becomes, the more desperate citizens are to purchase and run air conditioners. The more units that run, the hotter the outside streets burn, forcing everyone to turn their thermostats even lower. We are borrowing a temporary pocket of comfort today and forcing our shared atmosphere to pay a massive compounding interest rate in raw heat. So the next time you hear about a chaotic retail riot over a cheap supermarket discount, or find yourself reaching for the remote control to turn down your own bedroom temperature, remember that convenience is never free. We are not destroying the heat, we are simply sweeping our environmental trash outside into the communal hallway. Hit that like button, share this video with a curious friend, and subscribe to Simple Why for more hidden secrets running our daily world. Stay curious, and see you next time.